Good morning from the streets of Kyoto. I'm heading off to the train station. Wanted to share a video today on getting and keeping clients through summer. Now, if you're a coach, especially if you work in the fitness industry, this is one of the most notorious times for not only losing clients, but struggling to attract new clients. And I think there are a handful of times in the year when this kind of happens, August, July, August time, and you have that December time, early January, and it just becomes a little sticky, right? It's a little stickier than we would like it to be. It's a little bit more challenging than it is at other times of the year. And we're kind of fighting against the flow of humanity, honestly, because especially in Europe, those months are treasured, especially in England, as you know it. And honestly, like, people's money, demand, attention is going elsewhere. I mean, I'm traveling Asia for 6 weeks, so I'm not even at home. So joining a program for 6 weeks would be difficult. And so if you're getting more no's, you're getting stalls, cancellations, things like that, I think it's really important that you understand that you have a strategy. Now, first and foremost, I will say that if you haven't prepared for this period of time and you've been in this cycle a number of years, I mean, I've been guiding people through this for a decade. I'd be a fool not to see the patterns. And what you can think is that your business is over, right? Like, oh, this is it. Everything's going to fail. And this is just something that you need to be mindful of. If not this year, then next year you need to be very mindful of that. You do a big sprint going into this period, and then coming out of it, you have a launch. And so with all of our clients, literally like 2 weeks ago, we already prepared the marketing materials for a launch in September. And it's my philosophy, number one, that even if you had a slower August, and you put all of your energy and resources into creating content, building value, nurturing your audience. Like, I'm doing these videos every day. Why? Because I know the demand will increase in September, October, November through to the new year, right? And so a lot of people are calling off the hunt too early, and then they're not doing the stuff that they require to do in order to have a really profitable September. Like, if you were to get 0 clients in August, yet do enough to get double the amount of clients in September, you didn't lose over the entire year. But we freak out mentally because we think that we have to get linear number of clients every month. You might get 10 clients in August and 35 in September, and then you've averaged like 22 clients each month. And that's how you've got to think of this. But I'm going to give you some actionable steps to get more clients, keep current ones, and prep for a big summer, post-summer September. So number one is that leads need nurturing. So if people aren't buying now, they are going to buy at some point. We know this. This is the consumer psychology will tell us that come September, people will have gained weight, they'll have ate more than usual, and they wouldn't have been as active as they were going to the gym. So September comes, there's going to be natural demand. If you are not channeling that demand now by creating valuable content, showing up every day and nurturing people, then you are going to miss out, and somebody else is going to take, right? Somebody else is going to take your market share, especially, if you're a gym and you're in a local town. Super, super important, especially in today's competitive market. Right? So that's number one. You got to double down on content creation. Number two, you got to continue to bring value to your clients in spite of it being summer. And this doesn't always look like, hey, I'm going to give you like a survival guide so that you can eat on holiday and never gain weight. Like, that stuff can work, but the majority of people are dieting 24/7, and they go away on holiday and they do this thing and that thing and whatnot. So you want to provide value in a different way, whatever that looks like. But for me, if I was still running my gym, I would be speaking to each client individually, asking them what they need in this summer period, right? Like what can we do through the summer to get you committed to a goal? I mean, we're probably a little bit late on that, honestly, but if you're at the point where you're scrambling, you're running out of ideas and things aren't going the way that you want, right? This is the time now for you to go, okay, let us get a plan together, right? And you want to do two things. Number one, get a plan for summer so that you can mitigate any damage. And number two, you want to coach them through it. And then number three, you want to create a plan in September with them so that they can finish the year strong. This might look like a workshop. You could do it one-to-one. You could do it one-to-many with your clients. And then finally, I want you to consider your social media channels, right? So for a lot of the gym owners that we work with and have done over the years, a lot of their former clients are connected to them on their personal Facebook profile. Now you might have a preferred profile. You might have an Instagram, you might have a Facebook profile, you might have something else. It doesn't really matter what it is that you have, but you might have a channel that you prefer above and beyond other ones. And I want you to start spending time every day, 5-10 minutes, connecting with 5 to 10 people, former clients, people that are associated with you on Facebook that haven't bought from you, and anybody who interacts with your content. They view stories, they like a post, they comment on it, and just start building connection with them. That's all you got to do, like every day. It doesn't mean that you got to channel them towards a sale, but just start building contact and connection with them every day with the mindset of September is the place in which you channel them towards. So there's just a handful of things you could do. And then if you have an email list and you're not emailing that list 2, 3, 4, 5 times a week, you're not posting on your social media every day, you're kind of against the ropes with the hands up covering and hoping that you get through summer, right? Hope is never a great strategy. Then I promise you, you are going to lose out to those that are more prepared than you are. Okay, you're going to lose out to those that are more committed to the process than you are. Because it's never about clients now, it is about how you nurture people towards clients at some point. And I think that's the key here. The quicker and more desperate you are to get a client, the less likely you are to do the stuff that's required to provide value. I'm doing these videos every day, right? While I'm traveling, and I know that I'm sharing philosophy and ideas. And that doesn't mean necessarily that you might become a client of mine today or tomorrow, but I've been in this game long enough to know that if you have been around me for a while, these will be helpful. So bring us closer together. I've had people on my email list for like 10 years and then gone on to buy. And this is just the commitment of marketing. This is about commitment and showing up and providing value. And do it in a way that is your own unique philosophy. If you didn't check that out, check out yesterday's video. I'll link it up at the end of this one actually, where I talk about the 3 things that you need to do in order to really stand out in today's marketplace if you are finding yourself stagnant and stuck and kind of out of love with the thing that you've been doing recently. All right, so look, that's enough for today. Do not call off the hunt too soon. This is really the time that you double down on creation, right? Anytime anxiety shows up, anytime fear shows up, anytime you're worried about your business, double down on creation, create more content. Channel that anxiety into motion. Do more, and you will feel better, I promise you. This and waiting until September isn't going to serve anyone. Start channeling that to there. If you would like a breakdown of my strategy for September so that you can have a really profitable and powerful launch, I got took out by that bike lady, shoot me a DM on Instagram at @itsme_Chris_Brown and we'll chat. All right, go check out that other video from yesterday and hit like give me a subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. We've gone up like 22 subscribers in 4 days or 5 days or something, which feels great. I think yesterday I was saying it was 287, or the day before it was 287. Woke up this morning 301. Let's keep going. All right.